Okay, what if we took the Legend of Zelda and combined it, alright, you listened, and made it like an RPG? Wouldn't that be amazing? In concept, yes, that would be pretty cool. Unfortunately, Twilight Rising doesn't hold a similar level of charm. For starters, you may be thinking, like, what is up with this video? It's like stuttering and kind of like moving all the time. That is not me. That is not my video. This is exactly how I recorded it. This is how it plays in game. And playing it, by the way, was like pulling teeth. I cannot. It's like a game that's in pre-alpha. Like, this is a game you're actively working on as a developer, like a build that you're working on. You're just kind of like, okay, I want to test how this works, even though it's not working. I want to go in and try it. This is being held together with duct tape and glue. I cannot believe it. I won't get too much into. No, okay, I will. Okay, so when I started up, right, so the first time I downloaded it, it didn't work. Just crashed right away. Run as admin, still crashed. I got rid of that. And I downloaded a new build for a new website, but I think they're all the same. I don't know. But this time it happened to work. So I got to the registered. I registered, right? I got it registered, but then it crashed, and I tried to log in, and it was like, no, it doesn't work. So I registered again, and it crashes during that too. Oh, so this is such a painful process. So I tried logging in again, and finally, I get to the character creation screen. Like, great, I can create my character. And it was pretty neat. Like, you can choose from Warrior of Light, Warrior of Shadow, or something. Goron and Garudu? I don't know what their name is. But real quick, so I killed that little Deku Baba, or whatever it's called, collected the treasure. And I think I switched to full screen here. I don't know why it's in 4x3. That's so weird to me. But anyway, it is, so. I mean, at a base level, this game does. Oh, let me get back to the first story first. So finally, I get to the character creation screen. I create it. It crashes again. I create it once more. It does this weird thing where, like, some of the images aren't popping up, so I just reload it again. And finally, I get into the game, where the controls are very confusing, which I'll get into in a moment. So back to the second story. So this game does look pretty good. I should say, though, I'm pretty sure a lot of these graphics and whatever images, assets are ripped straight out of different games. Like, I think this is from the Minish Cap, this link right here, but I could be wrong. Like the link without the hat, but it's totally possible that it's all their stuff. No, wait, that's not actually completely true. I know for a fact, and I'll come up here pretty soon, that some of the assets are definitely ripped from the game. And in general, like, I don't understand, like, do they license this property, or is it just like a fan-made game? I would tread very carefully around Nintendo property like this. And it was only just recently that Nintendo was like, oh, okay, we'll let you show the video on YouTube. You know, before they were just copyright striking everybody. Or maybe not strike, but, taking down videos left and right. Oh, so anyway, and just to remind you, the shaking in this video, the little glitchy looking thing that looks like, you're poisoned in Pokemon games, that is completely within this game. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. It's actually pretty nauseating, and I hate it, and I couldn't wait to stop playing this game. And that's just at a base level. I haven't even got into, like, everything else besides the graphics, which are nice. But I've been feeling a lot of it's just pulled from other games. But yeah, it is very colorful. It's very pretty. And I think the menu system could probably use an upgrade. But see, like, is that not directly ripped from Wind Waker? That little mailbox? It has to be, right? That looked exactly like it. There's another player, actually. I'm surprised there's not more players. But there's a ton of people chatting in the box. It looks like it's Spanish, but I'm not 100% certain. Which I thought was surprising. Because usually, like, this is all localized. And it doesn't seem like there's immediately another build. Anyway. So like the menu system that they got here, it's not too bad. Like I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain. Like, and that sound effect is from Wind Waker. Okay, I know Wind Waker. Wind Waker is my favorite League of Legends game. Pretty sure that's from Ocarina of Time or some kind of concept art. But anyway, enough of that. The graphics look nice. That's it. I'm on to the next point. The menu system and sound effects and everything is all fine. Could definitely be better. It looks pretty archaic. I think those Deku Babas are actually their own creation, which is good. So you walk up to these guys and you you press, I think it's control or something, and battle ensues. So it's not even like the great battle system that Minish Cap had. It's just like, it's like they kind of tout it. But I kind of came into this thinking like, oh, okay, it's gonna be a really cool Legend of Zelda kind of upgrade. Old Zelda upgrade, where it's kind of, goes into this new tier of RPG. But then I get playing it, I'm like, I just want to play the old stuff more. I want to play the Minish Cap where I'm swinging my sword around in an action combat kind of scenario. So, but like, the Legend of Zelda has always inherently been very RPG-y. I don't know what the actual genre that is assigned, but it's always felt like an action RPG to me. And for them to kind of come in here and like take away the action and replace the RPG aspects with different, maybe not better, maybe not worse aspects of an RPG, it just feels like a huge letdown. And I came into this like, they definitely touted it as like League of Legends, Legend of Zelda's RPG kind of thing. And I was expecting like a turn-based battle system, not the action combat with the action taken out, So that was that was pretty shocking. I really want to get to the deeper parts of this game. So right here, I'm just kind of messing with the buying and selling. It's pretty poorly done, I think. But I'm going to assume that this game is an alpha. I actually didn't check. I thought it was in beta or something like that. But playing it makes me think it's in like pre-alpha. And the controls are all weird. It all just feels so clunky. And like, so many of the sound effects are just ripped from the other Legend of Zelda games. It's not like a remix or anything. It's not like a homage. It's just like a straight rip. So you can move up to plants and you can combat them, which is kind of what you're doing. Ah, God, the screen shaking is killing me. Oh, look, we're going to the Great Deku Tree. Isn't that cool? Not really. Oh, look, it looks just like it did before. So you kind of go on top of that, but it pushes you back. I imagine you have something where you go up to the top floor, and then you kind of, jump down or whatever. So I'm going through these plants. I'm picking up stuff. I'm not sure what the leveling does in this game. I just kind of like, the collision detection is not always great. There's some kind of mouse interactivity, but I couldn't figure it out. I was clicking on everything and I didn't understand. I even looked at the manual. Manual doesn't help. It's like 3 or 4 sentences. But again, it doesn't look too bad. Man. I think if there's gonna be a Legend of Zelda RPG, I want it to be turn-based. And I want it to look nice and crisp. I just don't think this is like a poorly made fan game, like that a middle schooler would make, kind of thing. I just don't see where the appeal is. Even if like it worked perfectly, if there wasn't that screen shake, if this combat and everything and the controls were more fluid and worked better, if the menus were all upgraded, I still wouldn't want to play this game. It's just, there's nothing about it that is interesting to me. And I don't see any semblance of like crafting or special skills or anything. I don't see anything, and there's no I can't even say it. There's no customizing your character. So I can't like, oh, you get to upgrade the swords, and every sword's gonna look different. I don't even see my sword. I just don't see this game doing especially well, even if they get through all the problems that they still have to deal with. I'm listening hard, but I don't think I can hear any music, which is strange. So this is where we come to the first puzzle. I feel like an idiot looking back on this. So I'm playing around with these buttons, right? Like, what do these buttons do? One said resets the blocks. There's a big nothing space in the middle for, I don't know, who knows what. Collision detection is super off. Oh my god, this just reminds me of like making a game in high school and like having that kind of stuff happen where it just like looks like garbage. Whoa, kapling, kapling. What does that mean? I'm struggling just to get down the stairs. I go over, nothing happened, right? And I check to see if maybe I can push the boxes. You can't push the boxes. Maybe it's just because I'm on a stair. I have no idea. So I'm a little bit confused. I'm getting a bit frustrated. I want to quit this game, but I want to finish this puzzle. Right? I want to see what that treasure is, man. So I try to move it, and I was like, oh, okay, there we go. I can move it. Push the button here in a second. Do I? Yeah, there we go. Push it back. Oh, okay, it resets. Okay, I'm getting this. I don't know why I couldn't push those other ones, but I can push this one. And I put it on top of here because looking back, I feel like an idiot. Because it obviously said it resets the blocks, but I guess when I have the block on it, it doesn't reset the block. And I guess that's just kind of what led me to believe that maybe that wasn't the case. So I'm going to go push the block in. Oh, whoops, it resets. So I got to push it all the way up now. I figured it out, finally. And to be fair, those are two different colored buttons, so I guess it makes sense. And the other one didn't have a text dialogue like, oh, something moved or something. I don't know. And I think the old Zelda games would have a sound effect when you stepped off the button, and I don't think there is one here. So I collect something. I don't know. It's garbage. There's a gold Skulltula, which I thought was interesting. It has all the sound effects from, Ocarina of Time. Sounds like a football player. So that's it. Not great. Bye.